This week on Live, Laugh, Believe, we talk about
what makes personal identity.
oh snap! That's
Yeah, he didn't know this.
oh yeah. I just walked into that one.
So, what do you think makes personal identity? What makes you you or people?
You know, I couldn't say style because style would pick it up. I mean, look at these hipsters.
You could change your style every day. You could change your style every day. So
yeah, you could change it.
You.
So I mean, you're forever changing, and
yeah.
Could it be your personality? But is it really your personality? Because say I'm with this guy and I'm just talking, right? We're like, "Yo, man, what up? How you doing? You see that fine girl?" And you go over to a nice-looking girl.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hello, miss. How are you today? Looking beautiful."
Exactly. So would that make him a different person?
Because I changed my personality catering to the person, you know?
Yeah.
So what is personal identity? What do you think? I mean, I'm still trying to come up with it.
See, me, I don't have a definite, statement of what I think right now, but I'm just going to pull down, what I know of, like, the things I've heard of, like, the messed up. I don't remember who came up with it, so help me. Yeah. But the philosopher that said that, every second you're a different person. So I'm going to say the sentence, and then after the end of the sentence, I'm a different person.
Boom. Okay. You're a different person.
I'm a different person. So, where did... I just think
because the mind is just a string of... coherent thoughts, your consciousness, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And also, though, even if you include personal identity, what's your personal identity? Think about your subconscious. Because that is part of you, but that is not who you are. And your subconscious, you might want to do terrible things. You might, I don't know, like when you dream, that's your subconscious talking to you. So
yeah.
Well, that's what some people think. That's a theory, and I believe in it.
But I believe that too.
So what is it to be you? What are you?
Right. I think not necessarily, your changes, like I think it's the significant changes that makes you who you are. So if you come in next week to philosophy class with your hair longer than it was your last philosophy class, that doesn't change who you are. But let's say you changed, how, maybe you changed the way you talk or something. Not
all of a sudden, I just got accent, man. I'm like talking.
Yeah, I think
I'll go Australian now.
It's safe to say it seems that you're a different person.
Yeah. Well, see, I mean, a lot of people go and talk like changing, like who you are. I'm gonna take that off because nobody wants to hear brown guy with Australian accent. They're like, what? But who you are, is just always changing thing, And I agree with you. It's the big changes that you do.
Yeah.
That make who you are.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's not as much what you say, because anybody can talk, but it's like, everybody's like, it's actions that matter.
Yeah.
So I believe that if you one day walked into a class with a cupcake and decided to, just throw the cupcake against the wall, people are like, oh, what's wrong with that guy? He's just a fucked up guy. But then the next day, someone's, it's a burning building and you go and save some people.
Yeah.
I think that characterizes you more than twice a week you throw a cupcake against the wall.
Yeah, that's true. So it's
that'd be really weird, though. I mean, who would do that?
But speaking of personal identity, though, what makes a person, though? If we were to go further than that, I mean, when someone says person, they automatically think of human beings. But so you're saying that, like E.T., let's say, who has traits of a human being, E.T. is not a person.
He has a hell of a lot of humanistic qualities for being extraterrestrial life.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, does nobody realize that aliens probably really don't look like us?
Right. I doubt they speak English, but anyways.
I assume if an alien is advanced enough...
No, I think they know how to speak English, but they don't, regularly speak English.
I figure, English is like colloquial terms, ebonics. I mean, if anybody knows what ebonics is, that's like, yo, man, sakura, what kicking up, dude?
Okay.
A lot of people talk like that. I'm like,
I'm just saying though that so would you consider E.T. a person, or is persons just human beings in your opinion?
I think E.T. is a person because he displays humanistic. Well, I mean, what is that then? Like,
who's the guy that said that what makes humans above everything is our ability to reason? Who said that? Do you remember who said that?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Melinda, if you're watching, please comment below and tell us who did that. Because I'm pretty sure you know.
Assuming Melinda has a YouTube channel. But,
there's a lot of assumptions being made too.
Okay. But, see, the argument that took that away was,
Monkeys.
animals and dogs can reason.
Yeah, well, like for a hearing aid dog. No, for like a seeing dog. Seeing dogs make judgments every moment of every day when they're guiding the people. Like, oh, there's a road right here, so we're gonna stop, and then like we're gonna proceed later. Like,
so it's not just us that have reason. So
obviously that's a faulty argument.
Yeah,
we'll destroy that premise.
Yes.
What did I say? Premise.
Tremors.
Premise. The premise is invalid. But I'm saying what makes a person a person.
Yeah.
And you couldn't even look at it like in high pressure situations, because a lot of people, the things they do in everyday life wouldn't be the same things they do. Like if somebody put us in a Saw-like situation, referring to the Saw movies, if any of you have seen it. I mean, everybody, want to save themselves, right? Like,
right.
So, but you couldn't, so a person, or easier said than, you could just be, a person is what they most admire to be, like want to be, like become. I couldn't say like I want to be MJ and then I'm MJ, but I mean, like I want to be an honest guy and I want to be truthful and I want to look out for my friends. So that's who I am, because I try my hardest to become those things.
Yeah. That makes sense. That's good. I think I agree there. Because a person, if I didn't have any interest to be a rapper and name myself Kalvonix, then nobody would know who Kalvonix is.
I'm gonna hit up the water.
Yeah. Okay. So, a person is what you make yourself and what you make it known the most to everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if I started walking down the streets and was saying that I'm a pedophile, I would believe that people would think I was a pedophile. And obviously, since I've said it so much, I mean, that's me. But then it has to be with the person. I mean, you can look at the media, and the media portrays people in a certain way. It says, Mel Gibson hates Jews, so he's a Jew hater, and things like that. But then, I mean, you gotta look at what the person does.
Exactly.
But Mel Gibson does hate Jews because
things get twisted in the media. Though.
Go watch Passion of the Christ. That'll change your life, right?
Passion of the Christ. A lot of old ladies had heart attacks in the movie theater from that movie.
Yeah, apparently. I mean.
Yeah. Did you know that Breaking Dawn, I know this is a change of subject matter, but the Breaking Dawn has an epilepsy scene where people start like having seizures while watching the movie.
Straight up,
seriously, you should read in the paper. There's more than one people.
Check that.
Yeah. But
there's one scene where, I don't know who was again married or something, but in the background there was another guy creeping. I saw a picture of that. I just thought that'd be interesting to say. Anyways, enough about Twilight, because to be frank, Twilight has no relevant place in today's media, nor cinemas.
Can we talk about Twilight in another one?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Catch us. We're gonna talk about Twilight in another episode.
Okay.
No Team Jacob. No Team Edward.
We're gonna do that after
Team
this
Hater.
video, actually.
Team Hater. That's what we are.
So just to wrap up this video, what is your definition of a person outside the mind?
You wanna go first?
Fine.
Okay.
Definition of a person is basically, how do I do this? How do I put this into words?
We'll put letters to the thoughts, and then eventually form the words. And then
it's what you think you are.
Yeah.
It's not like somebody can tell you who you are. It's you. You individually decide who you are. And I think that's what makes personal identity, which is why it's called personal identity, because it's you. It's not up for other people to decide, because only you would know who you truly are. That's my take. Okay,
that's true. Throughout this entire video, though, we're talking about personal identity. This excludes schizophrenics and people with, psycho problems. When I say psycho, you know what I mean. But because obviously, if you think you're purple and you're a flying dragon, your personal identity is fucked up.
So wait, would you say that they're not people?
I'd say they're people, but they have a misconstrued conception. There's something misfiring there. But what I think personal identity is the qualities and the type of person you most aspire to be, and want to be, the qualities you emulate to try to become. So,
all right.
Except you're obviously facial colors and whatnot. Do you aspire to be a slight tan brown? I mean, that's not part of your personal identity though.
No.
That's one thing.
Personal identity is what you make for yourself, what you have already.
So it comes down to your personality.
Yeah.
It pretty much has nothing to do with personality.
Okay.
Personality.
Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Look up for a new Twilight 1.
Subscribe right there.
Subscribe right there.
Comment right there. What's personal identity?
Yeah.
And watch the rest of our videos that way, not here. This isn't a video. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Till
Enjoy
next time.
yourself.
Ciao.
Bye.